It's complete exoneration, no collusion, no obstruction.
U.S. President Donald Trump claims victory after the Mueller investigation ends without finding any evidence of collusion with the Russians. What does that mean for the Trump presidency? Hello, I'm Anand Naidu, and this is The Heat. The high-profile investigation by the special counsel lasted nearly 2 years. While the Mueller report found no evidence of collusion, it also did not exonerate President Trump of obstruction involving the 2016 presidential election. Special counsel Robert Mueller's report wasn't made public. However, the Attorney General of the United States sent a summary to the U.S. Congress. It says that the investigator found no signs of collusion or conspiracy. For more, we turn now to CGTN's White House correspondent, Nathan King. Nathan, the result was celebrated by the Trump administration, obviously, but the opposition, the Democrats, they say they're not quite ready to give up on this.
Yeah, exactly, Anna. I mean, you could really feel like it was almost the first day of the presidency here again. I mean, a real cloud had been lifted off the Trump administration, and I saw officials that normally don't smile, smiling a lot. There was a sense of vindication of the whole White House, but also a feeling of the possibilities of moving out from beyond this cloud, but not so fast, say the Democrats. But at least this chapter of this book, the president and others feel that they have been vindicated. Take a listen.
We can never let this happen to another president again. I can tell you that, and I say it very strongly. Very few people I know could have handled it. We can never, ever let this happen to another president again.
Well, Democrats, and it's fair to say Republicans in Congress, say kind of not so fast. All we've got is that 4-page letter from the Attorney General outlining what he thinks are the conclusions of the Mueller report. The whole report, release the whole report. There's even a hashtag on Twitter. Democrats are saying that's what they want. Some Republicans who voted for it as well in the House say, look, let's have some transparency. Already they're talking about calling the Attorney General to Capitol Hill for testimony. Bob Mueller as well. We'll have to wait and see that. But there's a real feeling here at the White House that in a way it doesn't really matter, because the headline, no collusion, basically echoing what the US president has said for the last 2 years, has been on the front page of every newspaper and every TV screen bulletin for the last 24 hours.
Nathan, reporters, journalists in the United States have been drawn front and center into this controversy. They've been accused of taking sides on this over the last 2 years. What kind of response are you hearing among reporters at the White House?
Well, I mean, in terms of the media, there has been quite a lot of navel-gazing, because Donald Trump, immediately after this was announced from the Attorney General and officials here, kind of went back and said, look, it's not just the liberal Democrats in Congress that have been essentially saying that Donald Trump is colluding with Russia, that it's somehow some sort of pawn of Vladimir Putin, but also it's been played time and time again on cable news, on the talk shows, but also reporters as well. In fact, the White House issued a list of so-called experts and congressmen and others that have been on TV channels, basically saying these are the people that didn't get it right. There is a little bit of navel-gazing, I can tell you, over the last 24 hours from the press, not quite like the lead up to the Iraq War and the weapons of mass destruction, but there has been some feeling that perhaps people have got ahead of their skis on this one a little bit, and lessons need to be learned, especially naming anonymous sources or using anonymous sources without really fully checking them out and their agenda. A real learning moment for the US media.
Thanks, Nathan. That's CGTN's Nathan King reporting from the White House.